and this is part 2 from the RayeZ brothers. And before we give our thoughts real quick on the last 3 main events, my buddy Anthony Green from Kenny, he's gonna kill me for saying that. His predictions real quick was Sheamus winning, Teddy Long's team winning, Randy Orton winning, Chris Jericho, Cody Rhodes, The Rock, and Undertaker winning. So there you go, sir. Alright, now on to the WWE Championship match. CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. Best in the world versus the best at everything he does. Which one's which? I can't remember. Jericho's the best in the world at everything he does. I don't keep up with that crap. I think like most people will think, it's going to be probably the best technical match of the night. Mm-hmm. They've actually built this one up pretty good the last few weeks with Jericho talking crap about Punk's family and stuff. I'm going to say Punk retains, but the next pay-per-view is in Chicago. So Jericho could win it and then Punk win it back in his hometown, but I don't know. I'm going to go with Punk, but honestly I really don't care because I'm a big fan of both these guys. But I think, like I said, as far as technical wrestling, this one's going to steal the show. I think it's going to be up there with Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle. He's saying that because Shawn Michaels is my all-time #1 guy. That's why I quit watching wrestling. And I didn't even watch last year's WrestleMania with you guys because Shawn wasn't in it, and I only wanted to see Taker and Triple H, and I wasn't going to pay $60 to watch one match. Anyway, off that subject, my prediction on WWE Championship is going to be CM Punk. I like Jericho better, and I do like CM Punk, but I like Jericho better, but they're not going to bring in Chris Jericho and win the championship. All they brought him in for was just to give CM Punk a great match at WrestleMania, let him, get over. I mean, he is over, but there is rumors, too, that he's supposed to be leaving for the summer to tour with Fozzy, but he put something on Twitter, like he was only doing that for like 2 different dates, so he might be on there a little longer than people are thinking. So whatever, we both pick Punk on that then? Yeah. And the one that I want to see, to me they're going to be the show stealer, is the Hell in a Cell, end of an era, Undertaker versus Triple H, HBK special guest referee. Shawn Michaels and the Undertaker, my 2 top guys, and like I've told him, once Taker's gone, I'm done with wrestling, because Shawn's done gone. But, sorry Taker, 19-1. Triple H is going to take it home, and the only reason why I'm saying is just for the fact that they're not going to let Triple H lose 3 times to Taker at WrestleMania. So that's my prediction, dude. It's gonna be, and I don't know, it's gonna be Triple H, and the way I'm kind of seeing it is either Shawn's gonna go try to kick Triple H is gonna duck it, hit Taker, 1, 2, 3, or something like that's gonna happen. But 19-1. I'm the opposite, I guess. I do think this will probably be the show stealer, but this will be like the brutal match on the card. Like I said, technical wise, it's going to be Punk and Jericho, but wrestling wise, brutality, it's going to be this match. I'm going to go with Undertaker, and the reason I say that is because if Taker is going to lose, if he's going to wrestle once a year, he's got plenty of time to heal up and come back, and he can help make one of these other guys, just for example, like Ziggler or Rhodes or something down the road, that's going to be around for a while. I ain't saying they're going to beat him, I'm just, he could help raise those guys up to that next level. But I know what you're saying, like with Rock and Austin. Rock finally beat him on the 3rd time. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. If somebody's going to beat Taker, I don't want to see Triple H do it. He's already like a 13-time champ. Yeah. And I'm going to go with Taker 20-0. But here's the deal. Because I know I'm probably getting a lot of heat off this. I don't really keep up with wrestling as much as I used to. But as far as I have seen, I don't want nobody beating Taker. He should go out 20-0 or 25-0, whatever he's going to wrestle to. But really, who on the roster is worth beating Taker? Not Dolph Ziggler, not Randy Orton. Who else are some of your guys you like? Well, who's the woo guy? That guy ain't even in the same league. Well, still, I'm just saying, all these guys that are getting big, nobody deserves to beat Taker. But if it's going to be somebody, it should be somebody that we grew up watching. And that's why I'm saying 19-1. Triple H. Well, see, I knew he was going to debate on this one.
And freaking Taker shaved his head, so they're winning his power right there. He just ruined it.
I don't know if some of y'all have seen the picture online, but he looks like an old ass man.
Yeah, it ain't dead man walking. It's old man walking. I'm sorry,
with
Taker.
a walker.
I ain't trying to disrespect you, Taker. Oh, but I do want to point out something real quick. If Taker was to win, this is how I want it to happen. I want Triple H to beat the living snot out of Taker at the end of the match, and it looks like Taker just cannot get up. Looks like he's about to hit the pedigree. Lights go off. Lights come back on. Paul Bearer back with his urn to give Taker one last time, one last power. Taker sets up because Taker has beat him at WrestleMania 17 with the last ride. Last year's WrestleMania with the Hell's Gates. He ain't beat him with the Tombstone. But still, 19-1.
Another thing, too, in this one, like I said, I'm going with Taker. I'm sticking with Taker 20-0. But if they're going to do a Hell in a Cell and it's supposed to be the end of an era and all that crap, then they need to let them go balls to the wall. If they want to use blood, if they want to do chair shots, let them do it. One night ain't going to kill their little PG era crap. Just
whoa. Speaking of PG, The Rock and John Cena said GD on Raw last night. So, I mean, if you can... And
that's why they waited till later in the show. That way,
yeah, and
all the kiddos were asleep.
And how many freaking young little kids are ordering pay-per-views these days anyway? Because I know my mom and dad didn't let me and you do that. But, yeah, if they're going to let freaking... Ever since Rock has came back last year, they've let him run his mouth like he's always done. I mean, heck, they even censored Austin. He wasn't allowed to flip or anything like that, but they let The Rock. Then they need to let... They have blood, chair shots, all that crap.
Well, I'm saying, if they're going to do one last match between these two, especially in the Hell in a Cell, if they want it to be memorable, which I'm sure it will be either way it goes, but still, they need to let them go all out. Blood, chair shots, whatever they want to do. If they want to use the table, whatever, chairs, anything.
Triple H did hit Taker with chairs in the back and the head last year's WrestleMania.
Yeah, I know, but still, it would have been more,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Suspense if, they're bleeding and they just...
And I hope they don't, like, last year's match was good, but I hope they don't drag it out, because it seemed like last year's match was, like, forever, like, where they was... he'd smack him or hit him with a pedigree or something and stay down, and it seemed like 5 minutes went by and he'd finally get up. Pow! Stay down! It's like, God forbid.
But it was a good match.
Yeah.
Not as good as the two HBK ones. But it was good.
And last one.
The main event that should not be the main event. Sorry.
The main event, The Rock versus John Cena. As much as I would love to see The Rock whoop John Cena's ass, I would be shocked if they let Rock go over. I'm going to have to pick Cena, and anybody can tell you I cannot stand Cena. The stuff he does outside of the ring, fine, I respect that. Mm-hmm. And him being on the road now, but they said it again last night on Raw. About, well, I'm here every week. We know you're here every week. Rock used to do that too. He acts like Rock never was around full time. That's what pisses me off. And then that crap, like, he's getting played to the ring by Machine Gun Kelly. I have no idea who the hell that is. He was at Raw a couple weeks ago, but they did an interview with him like a month ago, and he was saying, well, I like the fact that I'm playing, Cena to the ring and yada yada, and he's an underdog like me. Cena's like a 10-time champion. He's not an underdog anymore. And it pisses me off when they say that. He's an underdog. No, he's not.
Yeah, he won the
he's a 10-time champion.
He won the title, the WWE Championship, 2005, WrestleMania 21 against JBL, and he's already, 10-time?
Yeah, I think he's a 10-time
Shawn Michaels, what, a 4-time? 4-time world champ.
I think Rock's like a 7,
yeah.
I think.
And I mean, I cannot stand. So who are you going with, Cena?
Yeah, I have to pick Cena. Okay. I hope The Rock wins, but I just don't see it happening.
I'm going with John Cena. I cannot stand Cena. I'm just like him. I absolutely cannot stand the guy. But to me, it would kind of be the right thing to let Cena win, just because he still is an active wrestler. But in that case, then Shawn Michaels, and I know I keep saying Shawn's name through this whole thing, Shawn should have beat Hulk Hogan at SummerSlam.
So should have.
And Randy Orton the next year. But they have a tendency of letting their guys. Rock ain't gonna win. John Cena's gonna end up winning just because, like I said, he's the babyface now. But what pissed me off was last night watching Raw. John Cena made the comment of, "I've been here through the hard times and I never left." Blah blah. No. When Rock first started, wrestling was not as big as it was now. Ever since John Cena has came to WWE, 2002? From
something like that.
From '02 all the way to now, WWE has been the big thing. He ain't been through the rough times and all that crap.
You know, I know what he's talking about. Where like he's been there through the not so popular times. You know, he wasn't there through the Attitude Era and stuff. But
I'm saying, as far as merchandising wise and worldwide, WWE Universe, they have been big. Rock's the one that was there with Taker, Mick Foley, Shawn, Hunter, Steve Austin. And I did like what Rock said last night. Jericho. He wants to be the only guy to beat Hogan, Austin, and Cena.
That's
all the big guys.
You know, the big guy from each era.
Yep, 80s, 90s, and now. You know,
like I said, I'd love to see Rock do it, even if it's just for that reason. But if he wins, I'll be surprised. But there was online talks already of a lot of people say that if there's going to be a rematch, they'd like to see it at SummerSlam. And then there was like, depending on how the main event goes, there could be a rematch next year WrestleMania. I don't want to see that crap. That'll be like a 3-year feud with them.
And I hate saying this, but the internet ruins wrestling now.
It does.
Nothing's a surprise. I hate that. I mean, I like the internet, don't get me wrong, but it is. That just ruins it.
Like that, did you see the vignettes for the Lord Tensu or whatever?
No.
The Japanese guy that's supposed to be, you know who that is, coming back? Prince Albert. Albert A-Train.
Oh, God. Anyway, don't get off the subject. Even though I did want to go. Back to what I was saying. I want to see The Rock and Cena. I'm not going to lie to you, because it is once in a lifetime opportunity. Both guys are in their primes. John Cena's what, 35? 36?
Something like that.
Rock's 39. I mean, they're still good to go. But it should not be the main event. It should be the WWE Championship. It should be CM Punk and Jericho. It's just like when Hogan and Rock fought. They still put Jericho and Triple H on last.
But they said they regretted that too, and I think ever since that pay-per-view on, they just kind of prioritize stuff, you know, just because it's a title match.
Well, yeah, because
in their eyes, that ain't the biggest match.
Well, because like they did Shawn and Taker at WrestleMania 26. Okay,
but
well,
I
kind
of match.
Yeah, okay, I get that, but still, it's just kind of. And if they do what they say they're going to do, that's just ridiculous. If they're going to open up their show WrestleMania with the WWE Championship match.
Yeah, that was talks too.
Yeah,
Jericho possibly coming out and
put put Sheamus and Daniel Bryan on there. Ain't that his name? Just put them on first, because nobody gives a crap.
Some people, like, they were supposed to fight last year at WrestleMania for the U.S. title, and they got pushed to the dark match. And now they're fighting this year for the world title. So, whatever.
But
anyway,
I do gotta admit, this WrestleMania does seem a lot better than the last couple ones they did.
The last few.
I mean,
like, even with Shawn and Taker, like, their matches stole the show, but the rest of the card kind of sucked ass.
I mean, 25 was their big one. The only match remembered from that one, Shawn and Taker. 26, everybody was looking forward to Brett coming back. Had the crappiest match on there. All he did was kept hitting people.
But you can't do much anymore either with this.
Then he shouldn't get in the ring.
Condition and stuff. But still, they had to kind of close the chapter on McMahon and Brett.
Anyway,
we're getting off subject here.
Yeah, so we just keep rambling about wrestling. But that's our predictions.
So these will hopefully be up tonight. And leave a comment with your predictions, whatever. Subscribe if you haven't. And we'll have some more videos coming soon. Got some ideas for some skits we're working on. So enjoy, watch, retweet, Facebook, whatever.
Facebook sucks.